Welcome back in Chicago Fire locker room here. Kevin Egan alongside Logan Pause for Fire Field Vision, powered by NovaCare. Now, it's been a bit of a wild few days, Logan, in Chicago Fire land. You're in as assistant coach, Brian Bliss as interim head coach for the rest of the season. How did this all come about? When did you get word, first and foremost, that you were going to be in the seat?
Yeah, Brian and I found out yesterday morning from Andrew that the changes were being made, and
That's Sunday morning.
And at that point, we got to flip the switch. Come in as a quick turnaround. Our objective is to come in, continue to serve the club well, and finish the season strong.
What's been the reaction of the players?
Yeah, I think some new life, a breath of energy. But at the end of the day, these players are focused on Wednesday in Montreal, followed by Toronto, and making sure that we close out the season in the right manner.
You played under Frank Yallop. Now Brian Bliss in charge. You know Brian rather well from your role upstairs. How will those two guys differ in terms of their approach to the players?
Yeah, I mean, I think, in the last 10 months, I've gotten to know Brian well. Working alongside him upstairs, a couple doors apart. And we actually had the opportunity to work with the PDL together this past summer, which was fun. But I think, what we're trying to bring is some energy. We're trying to make sure that our club is served well, that we represent our owner well, our fans well, and prepare these players. At the end of the day, we've got 5 games left, and we want to make sure that we finish this year as strong as we can.
You've only had one training session, but tactically, can the fans expect to see anything different?
Yeah, I think Brian, instantly wants to have an impact and an imprint with how he does things. And there was a lot of energy today, which, of course, the day after change, it's inevitable. But I think that Brian, he's been in this situation before, so he's able to handle and kind of sift out the clutter and make sure that our players are prepared. But definitely a lot of energy. Making sure that we defend well as a group, that we're committed, committed to each other, committed to the club, committed to the fans for sure.
You mentioned defending well. Now up against a guy called Didier Drogba, a fella that scored a hat-trick recently against the Fire. What can you do as a team better defensively against him and Montreal as a whole? Yeah,
I mean, I think you're naive to think, or we're naive to think that you eliminate a guy like that. I think the important thing for us is to make sure that we have an eye on him at all times, to make sure that his impact is more in their defensive half, and make sure that we can limit as many opportunities that he has as possible, because we know that when he gets them, he's been pretty clinical. But our guys, our defenders, our team will be well prepared for him.
Logan Pause, we have vice president, we have assistant coach. What are we calling you these days?
Listen, that's up for you guys. That's for you guys to decide. I mean, I think at the end of the day, I'd like to just call it servant of the club.
John Bush joked outside and he said, Coach LPVP. So that might stick, John Bush. Well played. Logan Pause, absolute gentleman. Thank you very much for your time and best of luck for all.
Thanks, Kevin.